Alright, let's take a deep breath and dive into what's happening with the Indian markets today. It's Monday, the 2nd of June 2025, and if you're waking up looking for fireworks on the Nifty or Sensex, well, you might want to grab an extra cup of tea. The GIFT Nifty's pointing to a flat or slightly positive start, hovering around 24,850, which is barely 0.1% higher than where we left off last Friday. In other words, not much drama on the cards as the bell rings this morning. Now, let's rewind to last Thursday, the 30th of May, when we kicked off the June derivative series. It was a cautious start. Yes, there's optimism around foreign portfolio inflows and the pace of domestic growth. But there's always a but, isn't there? Investor mood was a bit shaky, thanks to some mixed cues from global markets, fresh worries about US tariffs, and a healthy dose of caution with the GDP data looming. So, what did the big money do? Foreign institutional investors, those all-important FIIs, decided to trim their exposure. They sold off equities worth a hefty Rs6 450 crore. That's no pocket change. But, and here's the interesting bit, domestic institutional investors or DIIs stepped up in a big way, buying a solid Rs9 095 crore worth of shares. It's almost like a classic tug of war. One side's out, the other's in. If you zoom out and look at the year so far, the contrast is even starker. FIIs have been net sellers to the tune of Rs1, 21 lakh crore in 2025. Meanwhile, DIIs have acted as a stabilizing force, pumping in Rs2, 75 lakh crore into the market. It's the locals keeping things steady while the globals keep second-guessing. So what does all this mean for you as an investor? Well, I'd say it's a classic case of calm before the storm. Volatility might be lurking just around the corner, especially with big economic data expected this week and global factors still keeping everyone on edge. But for now, the market's taking a breather, consolidating, and waiting to see which way the wind will blow. Keep an eye on those FII and DII numbers. They'll tell you who's really driving the sentiment. And remember, sometimes the quietest days set the stage for the biggest moves. Stay sharp, stay informed, and don't let the lack of action fool you. That's your quick market check-in for the 2nd of June. Catch you in the next update.